important role of the judge to maintain the ties, the family ties after separation. 2 years ago, before COVID, we had the first formation about parental alienation only for judge. To say, what do you do as a judge? Do you recognize it? What can you do? What are the tools? And we know it exists. We know that the name, it's polemical to use it. In Belgium, we don't need to diagnose it. Once that there is a broken ties, it's a problem. The problem is broken ties. The lawyer, they don't have to say, we need an expert to prove that it's alienation, like in the United States. They lose a lot of time to prove to the court to what's the use. It's a broken ties. It's a problem for the kids because the kids, the rights of the kids in the New York Convention, it's to say he has the right to have contacts with both parents. So broken ties, it's enough. We want both parents for the kids, so we don't have to stigmatize the other parents. We have to work with him. There is a problem, so we are going to investigate with the expert to see why she doesn't want to go to see her father, or if there is a problem, I want to know which problem it is. We ask the close parent to help the kids to go to the other parents. Some people think that as they lost their child, they think, oh, it was because of my lawyer, because of my judge, because of the court, they think it's not a solution to maintain the ties to go to see a judge. The judge can help a lot. It's not enough to have a good proceeding. You have to work all together with the lawyer, with the mediator, with the youth aid, with all the services around you. And in Dinant, where I'm working, we call it the Consensus Model. Then they want to separate, they go and see a lawyer. So it's very important that the lawyers say, oh, but if you go to Dinant, you can ask to have a sole custody. You won't get it. Never. And if your child didn't see his father since 7 months, oh, she's going to ask you if you agree to go to a collaborative expertise. So they know how I work. You don't accept the separation, okay. The lawyer is going to say, you are going to work on yourself. You are going to go and see a psychologist. You think that your child would be in danger by your previous husband or ex-husband. So yes, there is services. You can go and say to services, well, you could check if they're not in danger. Normally, when you were together, there was no services, so there were no in danger. Why suddenly they would be in danger with the father or the mother? And we have implemented the consensus model, and now it's 10 years that we are working like this all together. We do only expertise, not to say that the father is a good father and the mother is a good mother. We know that. We work with the difficulties. If the father and the mother, they cannot talk, I say, how are you going to take decision together? Conflict is my problem also. It's too easy to say, I take a decision, I close the door, and I don't care. So I say, I don't want you to come back, because I know that even if there is a decision, if you cannot communicate, it won't go. So we are working first on the conflict. We have what we call les ateliers de communication pour parents séparés. It's a workshop. And parents go there to learn how to communicate. We have a lot of tools, this workshop, and we have a lot of mediators. There are 15 parents They are separate, they're not in the same group, that the ex, they have to call to the other parent to switch because they have a family celebration and they want to switch. Some people, they cannot do it. They cannot even take the telephone. And they learn to say, hello, are you? What we learn to small kids, it's too bad, but they have to talk and show the kids that they are polite, at least polite, and say, hello, how are you? And okay, they have to communicate, and they have to choose the school, the religious decision. A lot of decisions and medical decisions are very important to take. And sometimes they have to take it in urgence. They don't have time to exchange emails to take decisions. We are working a lot on communication because, as in a lot of countries in Europe, it's a conjoint authority. So both of them can have to take all the big decisions together. They introduce kids too in the mediation. And if there is broken ties, immediately they go to the expertise at the first hearing. The most important hearing is the first one. In Belgium we are lucky because in the law of 30 September of 2013 we implemented the family court, and in the family court the delays are very short. It's 15 days to have an hearing at the court. It means that at this hearing we don't want to postpone because maybe there is a broken ties long before and the parent waits before coming to the court. Both parents had to be there. But if the defendant is not there, then we can take a decision even if he is not there. If you don't come, there is a problem. If they are paying a lawyer to be very aggressive, it's not a good idea because who is going to suffer? The kid. The best solution is the mediation, and once they have a decision with the mediation, they come to the court, and then they have an agreement. So if one of them don't respect it, they have penalties, you see, civil penalties. If you don't present your child, you are going to pay 500 euro per day, and I do this. If you don't present 500 euro per day, you can guess that the kid is going to come. It's simple. It's very simple. We put a lot of money, and then they do it. They have like 6 months prison, but they won't execute it immediately. Only if there is a second judgment that condemns them. Now the children are in danger because it's psychological abuse, and then the minors are in danger. We want that a file is opened by the youth services because I want the kids to go and see a psychologist to help him to take some distance. I think we can stop it all together with the lawyer, with all the team, not alone, with all the team. I think a lot of my colleagues are aware. I hope that after this conference there is a change in the European Parliament, in the European level. I'm very proud of Belgium because I think that well, I don't say that we have enough judges, but I think people come to the court that they don't need to come to the court. They could choose a mediator. And when the parents are really competent and willing to talk and they don't come to the court anymore. It would be great.